First, we need to know if we are facing the right side or the wrong side. And sometimes that's not so easy. So if you use the long tail cast on method, as I normally do, there is a quick trick to know where you are. The tail from the cast on, when you're facing the right side, is always at the right side of the work. And second clue or trick is that this first cast on row looks a little bit like a purl row. You see the bumps? On the wrong side, this first cast on row looks like a chain. Now, what happens when you use another cast on method? For example, the knitted cast on or the cable cast on. For this little swatch, I used the knitted cast on. So when I'm looking at the right side of the work, the tail is on the left. And when I'm looking at the wrong side, the tail is on the right. And there is another trick that shows you very quickly what's the right side. And this is that after you knit 1 or 2 rows, you place a marker. Normally, you place it on the right side of the work. The first stage we need to identify is the knit stitch. So this is how a knit stitch looks like on the right side of the work. It's like a V, and it looks like an umbrella on the wrong side. If you are knitting on every row, this is how the knit stitch looks like. This pattern is the famous Garter Stitch. So right side, or here you can see the V that you just created, and wrong side, the umbrellas. That looks exactly the same as the purl stitch. The purl stitch looks like a bump or hyphen on the right side and like a V on the wrong side of the work. This is a purl stitch row. When you have it on your needles, looks like this, hyphen just on the right side and the V on the wrong side, the opposite to the knit stitch. So when we work 1 row of knit stitch and 1 row of purl stitch on the wrong side, we create the stockinette stitch or stocking stitch, and looks like this. Columns of V's. Each V is a row and a stitch, and on the wrong side just bumps across. When we alternate knit 1 purl 1, we create the seed stitch, and this is how it looks like on the right side of the work. Knit purl, and on the wrong side they are just the opposite. Knit, purl, knit, and purl. Another stitch we need to identify is a twisted stitch. This is a normal knit stitch knitted through the front loop, and this is a twisted stitch knitted through the back loop. If you can see here on the base, it looks crossed or twisted. And normally these stitches are tighter than the other ones. On your needles, it looks like this. Twisted here at the base of the stitch. Look, those three are normal stitches. This one was knitted through the back loop, this one too, and this one is a purl stitch through the back loop. How do I know that? Because again here at the base it looks crossed or twisted. And on the wrong side of the work, this is the purl stitch through the back loop. That looks also twisted. The left leg is over the right leg. Let's take a look of knit two together and a yarn over. This is a right leaning decrease called knit two stitches together. How do you know that this is just what you did? Because it comes from two columns of V's, and the left column, when you're facing the right side of the work, the left column is over the right column. Now you see a hole. This is a yarn over and another knit two together. The stitch from the left column is over the stitch from the right column, and they become one column from two. This is on the right side. Now look at the wrong side of the work. How do you know where there is a knit two together? Because it's a knit stitch, you can see the umbrella on the wrong side, but you will see two umbrellas. This is how you recognize that it's two together, knit two together, two umbrellas instead of one. Here, another one. On your needles, it looks like this. I just made a knit one, knit another one, another normal V, and here knit two together. This is a yarn over, and this is another knit two together. And on the wrong side, here I have two knit stitches in one, so two umbrellas, and here again two umbrellas instead of one. Let's look at the left leaning decrease called SSK, slip slip knit. This is the opposite to the knit two together. We come from two columns of V's, and now the right one is over the left one, and it became a one column here. So this is an SSK here, yarn over, another SSK, yarn over, SSK. And at the back of the work, you can see the same. There are two umbrellas, one, two, instead of one. This is one, and here you see two. Again, here you can see two, and two more. On your needles, I just made knit one, knit another one, knit another one, and here comes the first SSK. You can see it's leaning to the left, another one here. This stitch, the right one, is over the left one. At the back of the work, you can see two umbrellas here and two umbrellas here. One, one, and one. Another common increase is the make one right. And here you can see it. It looks like a half stitch, not a complete V, and it's a right leaning stitch. How can you see that it's an increase? You had before, rows before, two columns of V's, and now you have three. And here is this right leg. On the wrong side, it's a little harder to see, but again, we had here these columns of bumps and another one here. And now I see this one that is new. You had one, you had this one, and now a new one is born. And you have three instead of two. If you just made one, make one right, it looks like this. There is a strand here leaning to the right, a new stitch between two stitches that we already had, and on the wrong side looks like it's twisted. Here we have another one, and this is the make one left. It's a left leaning increase, and we can see the same situation. From 2 columns of B that we had before, now we have 3, and there is like the left leg pointing to the left. Looks like a half of a stitch. You can see the other leg here. On the wrong side, we had 1 column of bumps and the other one, but now I have something like twisted, and after that I have 3 columns where I had just 2. So here it is. This is the left leaning. Same here, you see? On your needles, make one left looks like this. That was the right one. This is the left one. Don't forget to grab the tracker below so you can practice reading your knitting as you go. Now you know what you're looking at. Right side, wrong side, knit columns, holes, leaning stitches, it's all there. In the next episode, we'll take the next step, figuring out exactly where you are, counting rows, finding stitches. See you there.